We're going to list the top 10 countries in the world ranked by their richest individuals, starting with Russia at number 10, where the crown of wealth rests upon the head of none other than Andrei Melnichenko. This industrial tycoon has a net worth of $25.2 billion, securing him the 58th spot on Forbes' real-time billionaires list. Back in 1991, when the Soviet Union was going through some rough times, Andrei didn't go the usual route. Instead, he kicked off his journey with currency exchange booths. 2 years later, he rocked the scene by starting MDM Bank, which turned into one of Russia's big private banks. Fast forward, he founded Eurochem and Suec with $23 billion invested and 100,000 employees. But challenges hit in 2022 in the form of EU, UK, and US sanctions. But he shrugged them off, calling them absurd, and made a slick move transferring his wealth into a trust. Forbes still counts it though. It's a wild ride of money, power, and global drama. As we travel to the streets of Hong Kong, we encounter another titan of industry, Li Ka-shing, with a net worth of $35.2 billion and rank 41 on Forbes' real-time billionaires list, landing Hong Kong the top 9 spot in our list. His journey began at 21, with a mere $6,500 and a whole lot of grit. He founded Cheung Kong Plastics, which blossomed into a multifaceted empire encompassing real estate, ports, utilities, and more. From towering skyscrapers like Cheung Kong Center to buzzing retail hubs like Park Lane Shoppers Paradise, Li Ka-shing leaves a mark across the Hong Kong skyline. And while Li Ka-shing's legacy is imprinted on the cityscape and communities, Giovanni Ferrero's is etched in the global palette with Nutella's creamy hazelnut spread and Kinder's delightful surprises, crafting a different yet equally impressive legacy worth $39.5 billion and a rank 32 on the Forbes list. Ferrero inherited the chocolate mantle from his family, but wasn't content with just guarding the family recipe. He expanded their candy kingdom, acquiring Nestle's US confectionery business, and turned Ferrero into a global sugar rush. He stepped down as CEO in 2017, but as executive chairman, he still wields the golden whisk, ensuring every treat is a taste of his family's success. Nutella is very sweet, but you and I can get sweeter deals at discount supermarkets, which is what Germany's richest Dieter Schwartz leveraged to build his wealth. His Schwartz Group, bringing $140 billion in revenue, houses retail giants like Lidl and Kaufland, making him the ultimate bargain baron. Schwartz's story is one of inherited hustle and ruthless efficiency. He took the reins of his father's fruit wholesale business and in 1973 launched the first Lidl store, forever changing the European grocery landscape. His mantra? Low prices, no frills, and maximum value. With a net worth of $45.8 billion and ranked 27 on the Forbes list, this puts Germany at number 7. And while sweet deals are valuable for customers, data can be even more valuable across the globe. This is why the Thompson family rule the media roost with a combined net worth of $60 billion and ranked 21 on the Forbes list. They control Thomson Reuters, one of the world's biggest news and financial data providers, keeping Canadians and the world informed 24/7. Think financial analyses, headlines flashing across screens, and maybe even the occasional curling championship broadcast, all courtesy of the Thompsons. But the Thompson empire isn't just about news feeds. They also hold a stake in telecom giant Bell Canada, ensuring their grip on the information highway. Also, they own the Toronto-based Globe and Mail newspaper, proving they haven't forgotten the power of the printed word. Keep in mind the Forbes numbers change all the time, so don't be surprised to see number 5 change. But for now, China holds the spot with Zhang Shanshan at a net worth of $64 billion and rank 18 on the Forbes list. Now China's richest man claims his throne with something far more modern: bottled water. Zhang Shanshan is the king of Nongfu Spring, the brand that quenches China's thirst and fills his bank account to the brim. Zhang's story isn't one of inherited riches. He faced hardships in the form of the Cultural Revolution and dropped out schooling, which couldn't dampen his entrepreneurial spirit. He wore many hats: construction worker, reporter, beverage salesman, before finding his golden cup in Nongfu Spring. But Zhang isn't just a thirst quencher. He diversified his empire, conquering the wellness world with Wantai Biological, a company whose rapid diagnostic tests tackled diseases like hepatitis and, ironically enough, the beer virus, which is still a trendy subject to this day. Speaking of trendy, Amancio Ortega ranks 15 on the Forbes list, securing Spain the top 4 spot on the list. The fashion king sits atop his textile throne with $77.3 billion today. Spain's richest fashion king, Amancio Ortega, built his fortune on Zara and other trendy clothing lines. He started small, but his fast fashion empire now has 7,500 stores worldwide. Even after stepping down, his daughter rules the fashion kingdom, and his billions buy fancy buildings in New York and beyond. He might be the king of quick trends, but Ortega's business savvy and family legacy are built to last. Much like India's Mukesh Ambani, this business magnate reigns over Reliance Industries, a $110 billion behemoth, weaving its fingers into everything from fuel to phones to shopping malls. Founded by his dad in 1966, Reliance became a family affair after his father's passing, with Mukesh and his brother splitting the empire. But Ambani isn't stuck in the past. He has turned Jio, Reliance's telecom arm, into a 450 million subscriber sensation, and he's recently listed the company's financial wing, Jio Financial Services. Ambani's business amassed him a net worth of $100 billion, ranking him number 13 on the Forbes, and India in the top 3. Although his net worth is impressive, there are even richer individuals who have double what Ambani has. Enter Bernard Arnault and family. With a net worth of $200 billion and a rank 2 on Forbes, France steals the top 2 spot in our list. Arnault's kingdom is LVMH, a luxury empire housing over 75 brands like Louis Vuitton, Sephora, and Tiffany & Co., which they snatched up for a cool $15.8 billion. His investments in Netflix and TikTok show he's got his finger on the pulse of the world's trends. Arnault's story is one of family and savvy. His dad's construction fortune gave him the seed money to buy Christian Dior back in 1984. Today, all 5 of his children hold positions at LVMH, ensuring the fashion crown stays within the family. In fact, he recently proposed a plan to give each child an equal stake in his holding company, making their future as luxury heirs. This is in contrast to our number 1 spot CEO, who believes in meritocracy and not necessarily inheriting based on family ties. At $255 billion net worth, Elon Musk lands himself and the USA rank 1 on Forbes' list. He's not just into electric cars at Tesla and rockets at SpaceX, but also digging tunnels with the Boring Company and shaking up social media with X, formerly Twitter. But it's not just about cool projects. Musk is a pro at turning ideas into gold. He uses his Tesla shares for personal loans and makes SpaceX super valuable, and he goes against the odds, grabbing Twitter despite all the drama and legal issues. Musk's journey is like a roller coaster of bold moves and big ideas that keep changing the game.